YouTube intro, last one for week 8. Alrighty, folks. Hello. Welcome. Thank you to all of you tuning in live on twitch.tv/John A. Theodore. And thank you as well to those of you who are watching the recorded version of this race on youtube.com/C/John Theodore. It's going to be a 25-lap Truck Series race at Michigan. iRacing Class C Fixed. I'm starting 13th in the number 13 Toyota Tundra. Continuing to have problems finding that line where I can go fast. Got things worked out a little better in 1 and 2 to where I was able to full throttle 1 and 2, but I still haven't found the sweet spot through 3 and 4. So I botched my qualifying lap yet again, starting P13, which is mid-pack, but that's only because so few people actually took time. So, you know, we'll see though. Got to remember my trick to count myself down in the stall. It's particularly important in the trucks. So 10, 5, and 1 are the 3 trucks that are going to be preceding mine in the pits. Got to make sure I don't slide through my stall. Hopefully we can gain some spots on pit road because a lot of folks have been having problems with that. I'm not the only one. And, you know, maybe we can hook this thing up and have a decent finish. I do feel like I'm starting to get a better handle on how the truck works. I just need to connect it all together. Yep. There go some folks jumping the start. That's fine for them, I guess.
He's still there. Keep digging. He's still there.
I guess it's not really jumping the start, but they definitely had the momentum going.
Coming up on here. Keep it steady. Still there.
All right.
Still there. Clear high.
Clear high. That's what I wanted to hear. Let's get up there and get away from that madness. Good momentum coming out of 4 in the race conditions. Staying in the draft. Gonna try to pick up some spots here.
Still there. 16. Still there. He's still there. Clear. Clear outside.
Oh, 23 wiggling around.
Right side. Still there.
Guy in the Trump truck driving like a maniac.
Still there. Keep it together.
Ran the 19 all the way down to the apron there.
Still there. Clear outside. 41. 15 place. That was out. 41.3. That's the fastest lap. On your right.
Just lifting a little bit going into the corners. And I gotta get it back to the throttle and hope she holds. Every corner it's just a real nervous situation. Because I know to run fast you gotta push that edge, but you're always kind of right on the edge of losing that rear end grip and spinning the thing around.
Outside. Right side. Clear up higher. The leader has just done 40.5. On your right. Clear up high. 40.961.
These two running side by side doesn't. My only choice is to either run right behind one of them or take it 3 wide, and I don't really want to take it 3 wide, so I'll be a little bit patient. Hey, Vogel Cop, how's it going? Right, Mad Warrior? I would not expect anything different. I mean, he's also the number 5 truck starting from the back, so to be fair. Yeah, Nick, I'd honestly, like Nicaraguan, that's going to come with experience. It just takes time, and really, you'll figure out, you'll get the feel for where the right line is. I'm still pretty bad at it. I kind of have to make the choice. Either I run with the pack or I'm saving tires, but doing both is a difficult proposition. So I'm still hanging in 15th. Things have strung out a little bit, but we're still with the pack, which is good. Took a little more speed into 3, and I'm carrying momentum off 4. Just trying to stay tucked up in this draft down the straightaways. Couldn't get the run off of corner 2. That's where you need to make the passes. Oh, they're wrecking. How is that not a caution? Ah!
42.
That should have been a caution. We're all too good at avoiding the wreck, apparently. I want to avoid the wreck. I don't necessarily care about the other folks doing it. Lifted, and there we go. Now I got a caution. They're all wrecking off of turn 2 behind me.
Oh, man.
The gap to Alan ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5.
Yeah, Nicaragua, it's just a delicate balance, and it will take you weeks and months and maybe even years to really get a feel for how to do that right. Like I said, I'm still not very good at it. I'm still learning how to do it.
That was 48.8.
All right, now we get a shot at not messing up our pit stop here. 10-5-1, then me, and I'm in the 13.
Good road is open.
You're better in C Fixed when you do B first. Could be a coincidence in splits, or it could be that you're learning something and a feel for the B car that is transferring to the C. I do find that a lot. For me, it's often the reverse. I'll do the C race and be terrible, and then go over to the B car and like, oh my goodness, this drives amazingly well. So I don't know. That's sometimes it's just that you develop a certain feel for certain cars that work better with your driving style. There are tracks that'll work better. Uh-oh. Got one spinning around on pit road. Okay. So we're looking for the 10, the 5, the 1, and then the 13. There's the 10. There we go. Right on the button that time. Okay. Probably a little bit slow slowing down for it, but that's better than locking them up and sliding through.
That's it, go.
70 races, 1 win, 20 top 5s. That's actually not that bad. That's a pretty good top 5 ratio.
Pit exit's clear.
And 1 win in 70 races, that's better than my win percentage. I wouldn't be disappointed with those stats at all. Yeah, that's true, Dr. Jeff, but I mean, that's how it is for the real racers too. It's fun when tracks come back around again that you've already been on once, and you get to jump on them and you're like, oh, I remember how this goes, and then you start picking up and building, and you're blowing by the guys who are on it for the first time.
That could be my lining up.
3.24 average incidents are really good, actually. Mine's, I think, 4 or 4.07 or something like that for this year. .2 average incidents per race is not, that's not that bad.
1 to go. Obviously, you'll be
All
on
right.
the outside here of the 3 start.
So I am on the outside. I thought I gained a spot, but I guess not.
Lining up behind the 12.
B12.
Oh, I gained 2 spots.
7, 9.
Oh yeah, because that one guy was sideways at pit road entry. That was funny. Not funny for him, probably. Actually, I'm sure it wasn't funny for him. Yeah, dude, no, like, you cannot, that's one of the biggest things that you gotta learn when you're going in from, like, to iRacing from something else, is when you, if you,
Alan behind is now.
you're used to
0.5.
playing racing video games where they kind of gear the AI and gear everything to make you think that you're supposed to have all kinds of wins and all this stuff. It's like, you cannot expect that at the start of your iRacing career that it's going to play like other racing video games. You are going to get beat a lot because you're not going against artificial intelligence that's designed to come back to you. You're going against real competitors. They're going to leave you in their dust and lap you 3 times if they can. And it's going to take time to get to their experience level.
Now we're coming to green this time, bro.
And sometimes it's going to take a lot of time. There's a really good thing that I saw recently. Kevin Harvick was talking about Danica Patrick's retirement. Danica, was Kevin Harvick's teammate. And he was saying, Danica had a huge disadvantage coming to stock car racing, which is that she came from an open wheel background. So no matter how long they raced against each other, Kevin Harvick was always going to have a 20-year head start in experience over Danica Patrick, unless Kevin took a year off or something like that, and then it would be 19 years. But Danica was never going to be able to make up that 20-year experience gap because Kevin Harvick was always going to have those extra 20 years on her. And it's just when you, and he, so basically he was saying, like, when you're, the cars are so different that when you come up racing stock cars versus someone who came up racing open wheels and then switched to stock cars, that's a really hard transition to make. And it wasn't just Danica that had difficulty. Almost everyone who came over from Indy cars, with the exception of Tony Stewart, really wasn't able to make that transition very well.
10th position. That last lap was at 59.
That worked out all right. Little incident on the restart, gained a couple spots. Now we're running 10th. But yeah, don't beat yourself up because you think that you should be winning on your first time out. If it was that easy, well, if it's that easy, you're a phenom and maybe you're getting deals with, maybe you should be doing this professionally, but it's just not that easy. There wouldn't be anything, people would do it for 6 months, be like, okay, I'm winning everything, and then they quit. The reason that you stick with it is because they're, even after 5, 10, 15 years,
Front is now 1.3.
there are still higher levels of perfection and achievement to reach. That's what keeps you hooked, and that's what keeps you coming back. Yeah, Montoya was a good racer. Just
Okay,
guy could flat drive.
Plenty of fuel.
Thanks, Columbo88 for the follow. Montoya, though, yeah, he really had difficulty getting that same level of success. He only won one race, I think, was on a road course. And he was always quick on the road courses. But he had a lot of difficulty transferring his IndyCar success to
The gap
stock
behind
cars.
has now decreased to 0.4.
Montoya spent too much time hitting stuff. Yeah, but like, so the reason that he's hitting things, I think, is in part due to the way that the cars died different. Stock cars are much heavier steering than those Indy cars that he drives. So if you jump into a stock car and you're like, oh, this is going to be like an Indy car, I know how to do this, I'm just going to flick into this corner and, it's not doing, and I ran into the guy that was on the outside of me. So, you know, Montoya really was one of those guys. Marcio, if you can get in touch with those people, I'd happily do that. It'd be a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe my eventually I'll develop enough of a following that that'll just happen on its own. He hit the jet dryer.
No,
So they still use them, but it used to be that NASCAR would use jet dryers for a whole lot of stuff around the track. And hey, Dame 87. So what a jet dryer is, it's basically like a Ford F-350 massive pickup truck that they put a jet engine from an airplane, like a commercial airliner, on the back of, and they take that exhaust from the jet engine and direct it downwards at the track. So it's got jet fuel, which burns at a much higher temperature than normal gasoline. Montoya was coming around in a damaged race car. I think he had just been in a wreck or something. They had the jet dryer out because they put down some oil dry, and they were using the jet dryer to blow that and some of the debris off the track. Montoya's coming around in a race car that had been not properly repaired, trying to catch up to the field, get down pit road so he can effect more repairs. And something on his car broke that sent Hollywood Hotel, right? Something on his car broke that sent his car into a spin, slid into the jet dryer, and when it collided with the jet dryer, all of that jet fuel spilled out of the engine onto the hot exhaust, and that was what eventually caught fire. And that was also why it burned for so long, is, you know, that jet engine, they had so much fuel in it that they just kind of had to wait until the fire burned out.
10 to go this time. You're going to be lining up behind the six. Going to be behind the six.
Was Montoya in position to win at Atlanta when Carl turned Keselowski over? I don't remember that. I remember that he lost the one at Indy because he got caught speeding on pit road. I don't know that I necessarily agree that NASCAR took it from him. I thought that the penalty was correct. I've seen that happen so many times. It wasn't just Montoya who lost one that way. I've seen a lot of guys lose them. It was particularly bad for Montoya because that was his real shot at winning in a stock car, and because it was at Indy where he'd also won the Indy 500, it was going to be a big personal achievement. But you know, you guys have seen me do it. You're trying to ride that edge, and you just step a little bit over it. There's no arguing with the timing and scoring system.
All right, guys, we're going on 2. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Shut up, idiot.
Let's see if he actually does it.
2, counting it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Going on 2. 3, 2, 1.
Well, he didn't lie.
You got something there, man.
There was not room there. I'm sorry.
1 minute, keep high.
He didn't lie. He went on 2.
DeCesaro retains.
Didn't help the restart not being stacked up really at all, though.
He's still there.
Still there.
Still inside, even up. He's still there.
Still there.
Keep it together, hold your line. Keep it steady, still there.
Still there.
He's still there.
I lifted.
He's still there, keep digging.
I felt like I was in a really precarious spot there. I kind of lifted out of it just to make sure that I survived. Okay, you want to block me, that's fine. I'll push you all the way down the straightaway.
Stay high, keep it inside. They're low.
On the bottom.
Guy's got a lot of confidence in his spotter.
Still there. Still there.
That's a good pass.
Still there.
8th place.
Still there. Clear of line. 8th place. That's your fastest lap. Car inside. Clear inside.
Kind of figured out something here at Michigan, apparently. I'm getting past the 1. Oh, big troubles on the back straight. Weaving around all that mess.
Oh, no.
Next car is Leon's.
I might come away with the top 5 at Michigan here after all. Steven's just complaining about stuff now.
V6, that was at 41.0. That's a new fastest lap for Butler, 40.5.
Wonder if he's been having a bad week and he's just venting now. Hey, thanks, Gasso. Just getting ready for the Olympics. Gotta get my slalom in form. Gonna have 5 to go here. It's gonna be decision time here.
That was at 40.94.
5 to go.
Next caution comes out. That'll be it. Hopefully we get to race this thing out the whole way. It's going to be 4 laps when we come by this time by. 4 to go. Just sitting right in line, 6th place. I'm in position to have my best finish here at Michigan for the whole week. This one will be some valuable points for the truck series if I can hold on to it. 4 laps. Love to get that top 5. Come on. It's just really hard to pass these guys up here this far towards the front. Kind of sticking right with it. What's up, Westicles? Yeah, man. Well, it's cold here in St. Louis. I don't know if I don't know if you've looked at a weather map lately, but it's like 20 degrees here right now. And even with the heater, I mean, my thermostat's up there. It's cold down here in this corner of the basement. We're supposed to get some snow tonight too. Well, looks like one of those trucks up in front of me stepped out a little bit. 2 laps to go. I'm closing in on this 8 truck. I do not know what I'm going to do with him if I actually get to him. Just going to have to try to send it. Might be the last lap, we'll see. I'm right on his bumper.
Low side. He's still there. They're on the inside.
Gotta run.
Got one on the inside.
White flag.
He's still there.
This one's for a top 5.
You've just done 41.6. They're low. Coming up on the inside. Inside clear.
I think we're gonna cross him over. Coming out of 2. Get to his inside on the back straight.
Still there.
Let's see if we can get it down into 3.
Still there. Keep it steady. Still there.
All right, Sean, straight it out, straight it out.
Clear.
Clear. Outside.
Coming up under. Still there.
Whoa, the back end of that thing stepped out.
Still there.
I'm gonna get it.
Catch this guy.
Top 5.
He's still there.
Bingo.
That's the
Woo!
Well done.
They got nothing.
That was a great race for 5th, Robbie. That was fun, man.
Way to keep your head in the game, bro. Good finish.
Yes, sir. Time. So close. Alright, again, Justin, it never pushed me that bad to Foley.
Finally got a top 5 at Michigan. My goodness.
Watching you in my mirror.
Am
And
I,
I could tell you were pushing, and I was trying to cut it down under you, but right as you hit the wall, you like.
I feel like doing donuts for a 5th place finish. I've been so snake bit at this track all week. That was awesome.
I don't know what the hell happened with that.
Ryan, I was telling my guys on my stream, I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him if I get to him, because I was closing in on you like a little bit each lap, and I just kind of hoped it stuck.
Your way, fellas. Earl, thanks. Good job tonight.
That was fun.
I was getting super tight there. I knew you were gaining on me. I didn't know what I was going to do when you caught me.
Yep, that was awesome. That was just like good, awesome, clean racing. That was so much fun, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So next one we got coming up is going to be B Fixed at Rockingham. I got past him, Dennis. I did. The thing was so loose. Let's see what it was like at the line here. That was... Let's screenshot that bad boy. Boom. Or, yeah, let's see if the TV2... TV3, there we go. Screenshot that. That's awesome. Beating the Trump truck, too. Love that. That was fantastic. Good deal. Way to end the week. So, save that. And, yeah, so Vince 4044, congratulations on winning bets for the week. I will get the cars remade up in your honor for tomorrow's stream. But for now, folks, bet, reset. Goodbye to all the fake credits. They've been cashed in. Winner take all. Vince takes the trophy. And let's go through here. Thank you, Dame87. Really appreciate that. That was a fun race. That's going to be a ton more points because that was a pretty high strength of field, too. So, yeah, 169 championship points, gained 69 iRating. I'm up over 3,300 now, 3,315, and gained some safety. Yeah, I don't know how Vince accrued all that. I think Vince was betting finish all on all those Michigan races. And there's always some luck involved with the races that you're not invested in that end up going not according to plan. But yeah, that was my sole top 5 at Michigan.